Tonight we're going to be talking about the Freedom Class and the Hirogen Holoship. Subscribe to us here on YouTube and don't forget to hit that bell. Hi and welcome to Geekology. I'm David.
I'm Sven.
And tonight we'll be reviewing the Star Trek official Starship collection by Eaglemoss, issue 118, the Freedom Class, and 119, the Hirogen Holoship. Would you like a magazine?
Give me a mag.
Okay, so there you go.
Thank you. We have a slightly dog-eared magazine.
Yeah, it did not survive
to
to travel
abuse.
over here. Watch the bloopers.
Issue 118 is the Federation Freedom Class, type light frigate, launched in the 24th century, length 430 metres, maximum speed warp 9.2, which is impressive for something with one
Completely made up. Completely made up. I actually have to love this, but I disagree with the magazine name, because why isn't it Star Trek, the official Starship collection by Eaglemoss? We're mining the graveyard for every single little bit we can.
Mainly because everybody wants them to.
Is it too many fonts? Can they not fit all?
Yeah, and the fact that everybody's asked them
Oh yeah,
to.
of course they have.
But okay, right, Freedom Class. Looking at this image on the front, you're going, one, I'd like to find out where that gun came from.
Yeah.
Because it looks familiar.
Yeah.
Please don't tell me this is a bit of an X-Wing.
Probably.
Yeah,
I don't know.
We've got a deflector.
I know they called it a phaser gun.
It's phaser cannon.
Oh, there's a phaser cannon. Oh yeah.
There's a deflector dish with its own little module at the bottom.
No, there
or
isn't.
at least there should be.
There isn't.
I know.
Definitely
Yours
isn't.
has dropped off. And it's not even in the box, is it?
No.
It's a bit rude. It's not in the box.
It's MIA. It's MIA.
It's definitely not in the box. Your box came in.
No, it's deflected.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
If it was Transformers, we'd be calling it a headmaster piece and paying extra.
No, we wouldn't. And bizarrely, it has a Constitution class photon torpedo launcher,
Yeah.
which I don't recall. Oreo break.
Nom nom nom.
A nom nom nom.
Flawed Oreo for extra protein. Come and have a look at this god awful shit.
I can already see that it's not going to do well.
No, it's not going to do well. That boy is an amazing pre-sight, that boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so would you like to
Training.
finish reviewing the magazine?
Yes. So yeah.
Sven,
bit of
hang
Constitution
on,
class.
without looking in the magazine, can I just quickly, for 2 seconds, a really blurry shot of the ship from a view screen, lots and lots of made up crap, and some artwork that they found from somewhere. Am I right? Am I psychic about us right?
There's something wrong with you. Affiliation Starfleet in a shocking move.
Yeah.
Crew 370.
The Borg version just didn't do well.
Yeah. Phaser emitters and photon and phaser cannon. Photon torpedoes.
Yeah.
Okay, there we have the CG shot of the ship.
Yep,
Which, to be fair,
is
does
really
show,
nice.
Yeah, it's really nice, but it shows that sort of section is actually quite plain.
Well, what did you expect? It was something they cobbled together out of model parts.
Well, as long as it's a plane that doesn't try and turn into a truck, we're fine.
Well, yes.
Okay. Topographical view. Jim, are you jumping in? Damn it, Jim.
Let him finish his milkshake.
Yeah.
He's worried he might bring all the girls to the yard.
No, I don't think he'd be worried about that. He's my son.
Well, yes.
Uh-uh.
You need to put it out with a big bear trap on it. Stops them running away, screaming.
I'm not going to explain that to you in any way, shape or form.
I don't know if I
Until
should.
you're at least 18.
I don't know if I should hit one of you or both of you.
Well, you're definitely able to hit him, and actually it's on film, so I probably can't hit you back.
Yeah.
We've already got enough
on
you and pass.
We've already got enough footage of people being beaten with magazines, so I wouldn't worry about it. So topographical view of the U.S.S. Firebrand. One warp nacelle. There's your main deflector. There's your photon torpedo launchers. How the hell this reaches over warp 9 is beyond me.
Oh, you know what they're going to do with the main deflector for this, don't you?
What, include it as a part work?
No, they're going to install it on Tuesday.
yeah, that's it. Steal my jokes from the earlier version of this we did where we didn't actually manage to record it because someone doesn't know how to work his own camera.
Can I just ask one thing?
I wondered when you were going to go there.
Who thought of this?
Well, the ship,
To be fair,
it was filler for the background shot, best of both worlds. You know that thing where you get to see lots and lots of broken model parts that nobody ever thought would be important? Turns out they're really important. Yeah, strange that. It's almost like Star Trek fans can be a little bit touchy on things.
Anyway, a little bit on the fourth season with Ronald D. Moore.
Actually, that's really unfair because as a Star Trek fan, I'm really touchy on it.
Yeah, you are. Michael Pillar on Next Gen.
Come on, jump in there, kid.
And
Have a look at this. Try not to break it more than it already has been.
Another shot of the CG and bits
can
of
already
trivia,
see you working-
including mentioning the Constitution refit hull that was in shot, which was actually the Enterprise, but could be any ship because you couldn't see the registry because it had been burnt off because it was the shot, well, the model that was used for Star Trek 3.
Give me.
This,
Right, comment on it and then we'll see what your daddy says.
I don't think this design was needed.
It was needed. They needed lots of little floaty bits to look like the Borg had battered something.
Because the idea was it was a 39 starships destroyed at War
They didn't have 39
They
models.
didn't have 39 models. So what they did is literally, this is...
Hello, AMT.
Yeah.
Could you send us some boxes? Oh, it really doesn't matter what.
Yeah, so basically they took an AMT model kit of the Galaxy class.
Hence this
Yeah.
bit and that bit.
So this is the saucer off a Galaxy class, which has been messed with to try and make it look
Older,
smaller,
yeah.
even though the size of the ship suggests it should be the right
It
size.
should be a full size, but they didn't. They
Yeah. That's the warp nacelle of a Galaxy class with
chunky
a
bits
bit
added.
of a bit of Constitution class starship, and there's a bit up. There should be at the bottom, which was the navigation deflector.
But it's missing from my model
So
because there were production issues. Sven,
Yes.
ignore the glue,
Yes.
ignore the paint, ignore the gap line.
Because it does look something
try
like
and
it's had a
have-
facial. Anyway. It means nothing. It means nothing is innocent. I can get away
He's
with
your son. There's a limited amount of the word innocent I would use.
it. Okay, single nacelle. I hate single nacelle ships. Anything with odd numbered nacelles doesn't make any sense to me. But we can explain it by saying, yes, there's two nacelles inside, either this way round or side by side. It's been suggested.
It's been suggested, but it's wrong.
Why were ship designers?
Still wrong.
Great big cannon on the underneath of the. Why isn't it symmetrical? Why is there not another one on the other side?
Because, much like trucks with giant swords, how many do you need to bring to a knife fight?
I noticed they've not
Two.
bothered to indent. They've not bothered to indent the windows and have printed them on, and still managed a little bit of misalignment on top. So impressive that. But it looks awfully plain. But until you put it in the light a bit and you see the very, very faint Aztecing. I'm hoping this really is a complete screw up of one, and your replacement, when you phone them up and go, this is missing bits and is covered in glue in daft places, you get one through where the Aztecing may be a little bit more obvious.
That would be nice.
Though it's a little bit more obvious on an A cell, but that saucer section it's not picked out. It doesn't until you angle it.
See, I've got to admit, I have no particular issue with this because at the end of the day, it is mining the graveyard.
Yeah.
It's all make believe. I know it's all make believe. Please don't write in. But the ship is
PO
literally.
Box 1701.
The ship really is just complete fantasy. So I don't really have an issue with that.
No.
My issue with this one is purely a production issue. This model is badly done. I will phone them up and get a replacement. As for detailing, let's see. We saw a bit of a source section and lots of battle damage.
Yeah.
So I pretty much don't know what the rest of this is.
Yeah, but to be fair though, that doesn't look as good as the other ships.
it zipped in mid-edit. How did that happen? It's like magic. Okay, what happened was the camera cut out, so I had to redo it. And it was a shame because I was in the middle of a tirade about what I think of this. So I will have another go at this, shall I?
Okay.
Right, so
Tell you the fifth.
if we ignore the production issues, of which with this particular model, there are so many, and actually just review it for what it is. It is the completed model of something we saw a quarter of a black and scorched thing for an eighth of a second on a view screen. Yeah. So I have no issue with the fact that they've gone to the concept art and gone and made the thing up. It's fine for what it is. My only issues with that one are purely production.
QA.
So I'm going to give it. I'm going to pretend that it's intact, and pretend that
it's as it should be.
It's as it should be. And I'd give it an 8.5, just because Star Trek fans have been saying that they want all the ships from the Battle of War 359. So from that thing, I'm fine. I don't care that we never really saw it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's a requested piece, and I'm happy just to have the whole lot. So I can finish off, you know, because you read about them in the magazines and the books, and they say it's such and such class, and you're like, okay, well, that's what my such and such class looks like.
I admit that model is very accurate to the CG in the magazine.
Yeah.
I have an issue with the CG in the magazine.
Well, yes.
Because a lot of detail from the source section is missing, which is on the CG, and therefore the models that have come from all three.
Hoisted on their own magazine.
There we go.
Yeah. Which happens a lot with Eaglemoss.
Assuming, I'm trying to imagine it without your paint issues, without your glue splattered all over the place, and with the navigational deflector that just dropped off.
Not here, by the way. It didn't drop off here. It just did not appear in the box.
7.5.
7.5.
Yep.
Okay. Can we review the ship I was actually looking forward to now?
Yes, go for
it. Okay, alright. Hang on.
Can I review that one?
Actually, of course you can review that one. Go on.
I'm going to give it an awkward rating because I can.
Yes.
I'm going to give it a 5.7 out of 7.
Out of 7?
We do it out of 10.
We do it out of 10. You do it out of 10.
Just because you're a mathematics wizard doesn't mean we have to...
Listen, we are not doing fractions. It's that simple.
You can do a half, you can do a full mark. 5.7 out of 7 works out as what? 7 out of 10?
Roughly.
Yeah, well, okay, that'll do.
Okay. Psychic abilities here. Actual artwork. A proper shot of the ship. And information on the episode that it was used in, because it was used in a great episode. Unlike this one.
Okay.
So, go for it.
So, we have issue 119, which is the
Hirogen
Holoship. Type Holoship, launched 24th century, length 200 metres, weapon particle emitters. Okay, a little bit more detail inside with how to mount it on its stand, and it has a unique stand, which we'll come back to. In operation in 2370s, location Delta Quadrant, and has a crew of 20, and apparently has monotanium armour plating.
Yes. There's that period in Voyager's history where everything had weird and wonderful
platings. Right, CG shot of the ship, which would have been completely CG because this is quite late in Voyager. Am I right in thinking?
Midway.
Okay. So around about when they switched over.
Yeah.
Because DS9 switched over to full CG in about season 4 or 5. So yeah. Okay. There's Hirogen soldier. Or hunter.
Hold it from that point. There you go.
There's various shots from the episode.
Good episode, lovely piece, and led to a really interesting story arc for the Hirogen species and Voyager.
Topographical view,
yeah,
which is nice, and then various things about designing the Hirogen costumes, which were intricate, and then something about Brian. I'm going to quit your show, Fulham.
Oh yeah. How many is he up to now?
4 in recent times, including Discovery. Though I think he may have. The worst part about Discovery is that he screwed the concept up, then quit to make sure he could concentrate on another show, which he then quit.
Nice.
To work on another show, which he then quit to work on another show, which he then quit. So I'm like, what on earth is going on? Anyway, bits and pieces about the episodes he wrote. and then confirmation that it was in fact Flesh and Blood Part 1 and 2. A little bit of trivia, and there for next time is the U.S.S. Bozeman NCC 1941, which is a weird variation on the Miranda class.
I'm actually looking forward to that.
Well, it's actually referred to as a Soyuz class, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's basically a Miranda class with some bits added on and no roll bar.
Before they go, yeah.
So
I
that's
like
quite
the look
cool.
of that.
Mission pods missing.
Yes.
I like the look of it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a nice little Federation ship.
But, you know, cheers for that.
There you go.
There we go. Right. There's not much weight in that, but where the weight is important, isn't it?
Yep,
Well,
very
yeah.
important. It's very clever as well. What they did was, they put all the weight in that back little engine part,
Yeah.
so that when it sits on the stand, all the weight is in one area and you don't get disconfiguration of weight across the rest of the ship. So
Quite clever.
it's not going to remould.
Yeah, quite.
The other really clever bit is, have a quick gander where the engines are.
Actually painted underneath the cowling.
No, better. They painted the whole thing and put the cowling over the top.
Oh, yeah. Which is quite cool.
It's an insane amount of detail because
Yeah.
you never see it when it's on the
He even
stand.
painted the outflow of the engines at the back.
And if you look at it...
Underneath the cowling,
Yeah.
we have a lot of detail picked out.
Yeah.
We've got this lovely inscription.
It's beautiful,
going
isn't
on,
it?
making it look like it's the One Ring.
You know why? Not a hero ship!
Not a hero ship, that's why. And the fact that you miss it unless it's in the right light, but there's Aztecing on there.
Oh, yeah.
Faint though it is, and there's quite a lot of detail in overall.
Insane amount.
And some of it's picked out, and it's really quite nicely done. Not a hero ship, as you say. Yeah. What do you think?
It's just the design overall just looks great, especially it looks like it's got streamlined. I know that's not very helpful in space, but it just makes it look cooler.
Space is not a complete vacuum. There is gases that you would have to fly through in space and upper atmospheres of planets.
Yeah. But
Not that it would help that much. but
Yeah.
it is.
Overall, it just gives it a great design.
And because it's Hirogen and they're a warrior species, it has guns that face forward and backwards. Oh yes. I'm giving it a 9.5 because I think it's incredibly well detailed. I love the thought they put into the weight.
Mm-hmm.
There were no production errors, which is a big bonus these days. And it's an amazing thing, and it just annoys me that they produce stuff like this.
And screw up, say, oh, I don't know, the Refit Enterprise.
Yeah.
It's got a unique way of going on its stand. That's great.
That's great.
I'm giving it a 9 because I would like that Aztecing to be a bit more obvious.
Okay, fair enough.
But
That's
other
a
than
fair
that, I can't really knock it.
And whilst the stand is very unique, it does obscure you being able to see that back engine.
Yeah.
So,
But at least you've got the engines either side that are also picked out in the
Yeah.
other way, which
Yeah.
is nice. Well, that's quite cool.
Yeah.
Looking forward to the Bozeman then.
Oh yes.
Just trying to keep it away from Enterprise D.
What would you score it?
Just anything from 9.5 to 10, but not 10.
Okay.
So 9.5 then, because we're only doing
9.5
5.5s.
Yeah, because, as you said, the Aztecing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right, well, that about wraps it up for us, but we'd love to read your comments, so please leave them in the comment section below. And while you're there, you should subscribe to us here on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that bell. You can follow us on both Facebook and Twitter. And where will all these beautiful photos be, Sven?
Well, the ones you'll be taking at home.
The ones I'll be taking behind you.
And forget to send them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll be on Flickr.
They'll be on Flickr. Fantastic. Thank you and good night.
Bye.
Tonight we'll be talking about the Freedom class and the Hirogen. Oh, fuck you. Hi and welcome to Geekology. I'm David.
I'm Sven.
And tonight we're going to be reviewing Star Trek, the official Starship collection by Eaglemoss, issue 118 and 119. The Federation. Fuck you. 3. And welcome to Geekology. I'm David.
I'm Sven.
And tonight we'll be discussing Star Trek, the official Starship collection, issue 118, Federation. Freedom fucking class, you twat. 3. So this magazine is really good because if you do this to it and then look at the camera like this, you can do this. Or I could just do this.
What he doesn't know is I have a drone on standby that's fully armed with phasers and photon torpedoes.
Anybody that's listened to you talk about Transformers knows you have a drone.
I don't need to roll it. I have the wrist action.
He has the practice. Do we need to reform this? Do we need to reform that whole section? Should we just have another hello bloopers? Enjoy just for you. Subscribe to our Adult Elite. So we have one slightly better magazine.
I haven't been hit by a starship from above.
Yeah, so we have one slightly better magazine.